Megan Fox has the story.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Megan Fox, a national journalist.
Mastodon. I will never be able to say that.
It feels like the Flintstones live there.
It does.
Well, don't trust women. I think you just touched on that with your last. That's what they brought. We're going to have to bring back chaperones.
Jesus, no.
Just careful. Stop! Right. Ooh. Hard right.
How did you screw up a stove, Megan? You're a woman. I thought that was baked into you, like at the genetic level, how to operate kitchen equipment.
And honestly, Megan, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you.
You get Dino hanging out outside chewing on a large bone. I highly recommend being targeted by the New York Times and Rolling Stone for weight loss. And I'd say, keep it coming. I need to lose 20 more. Please, keep it coming.
Explain to me, Megan, why did this country not have a holiday once a year? That's the time you vote. If you don't show up and vote, up your ass. You don't get another chance. You don't get, I don't care if you're in the hospital. Crawl to the stake, crawl there. But that's it, 1 day, 12 hours, and then you're done. And you count them that day, and that night you know who the hell won.
I will eat you alive. You want to tangle? You want to go?
The only thing going through my head is, what are you going to do when Megan Fox runs wild on you, brother?
He made a deal with the devil. She's the devil.
He wants that.
Oh, God.
Gross! Oh! All right, penalty box for Slug. Yep.
Of a mile.
Are you ready to behave yourself now, Slug?
This frustrating rep.
Are you ready to behave yourself? Repossessed puppies? I'm hiding pork chop! ASAP! Have you seen his little pork chop? Oh my god, pork chop is the cutest.
That sounds bad.
Have you seen it?
Pork is pork.
Though you may be tempted, do not contact any person or persons mentioned on this stream. Do not even think about contacting anyone who may be the topic of the daily news. If you should do that, the host will question your IQ, possibly call you names, and mock you for disobeying these basic rules of decency.
All the best.
All the best. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's me, Megan Fox, your favorite medium smart journalist, and today it's Hernandez Day, and it's not just Georgia v. Hernandez Day. It's Dr. Indiana Bones Day. Who's excited? Who's excited? Is my panel excited for Dr. Bones? Dr. Bones.
Let's do it.
I needed
Let's
good,
do
like I
it.
needed good vibes, and Dr. Bones is awesome. So I needed
All the
logic.
good
50
vibes.
Shades of Logic.
Yes, and we love Dr. Bones. In the Hernandez trial, if you're new here, we are on day 24. Yeah, day 24 of the now it's the defense case, and the Hernandez family is a lovely family in Georgia. Matt and Tucky Hernandez, whose little children got taken away from them wrongfully by the state. Wrongfully, I tell you, wrongfully by the state for allegedly abuse, but it was truly an underlying bone disorder. And that's why we're excited to hear from Dr. Bones today in the trial coverage. Now, Dr. Bones' testimony is over 2 hours long. So that means we're going to get to split him into multiple days. We're not going to get through his entire testimony today. And as we all know from watching Dr. Bones in the Tim's trial, it will be a clinic. I mean, this man, it's like pull up your chairs. You are getting a free, graduate level education from this man. And that's exciting. That's exciting. So please let everybody know that we're live, because I know we haven't done one of these in a while. I was feeling my back's out because I'm, 50 and existing. And I bent over to put some laundry from one place to the next. And the next thing you know, I'm like, oh God, I can't move. And it's been like that for a week. So it is what it is. By the way, chat, if you would like, please, it's absolutely free to do this, and it helps the algorithm. Hit that like button or the dislike button. It really doesn't matter. Either one, just to let YouTube know that you're watching. If you hate it, give it a thumbs down. Yeah, notice us. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, it's fine. Give it a thumbs down. I'm good with it. We take criticism here, unlike others that we know. And by the way, Super Tips is available, and it's open at supertip.gg/Megan Fox. And before we even got started, Caroline was so chomping at the bit to get her Super Tip in that it played while we were bullshitting backstage. So I'm going to play it again. Caroline B., thanks for the 20.
Woohoo, I got minimum wage for 1 hour. Sorry, ladies, it's just me and all the work I do.
The minimum wage for less than an hour. It's been 5 minutes, actually. So that's far beyond minimum wage. That's definitely in the solid medium wage category, which is what we strive for here. So if you do like the show, it would be great if you would support it. Also, the Hernandez family, we are raising money for them to help pay their legal bills, to help pay their excellent attorneys.
Yes.
Let me put that on the bottom of the screen. I actually have it as a banner. There it is, as well as Mo in the Deep End's Cash App and House of Flux Venmo is that Cash App? Yeah, Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App.
And then the Hernandez Family Fund is rolling across the bottom of the screen as well. It is their givesendgo.com/Hernandez Family Legal Fee Fundraiser. So you guys, and I know the mods will be dropping that in the chat as we go. All right, bingo is ready to go. I have pinned it to the top of the YouTube. The YouTube's via the internet's on the chat. It should be there. We are playing bingo. Before we get to bingo, though, I do have to share a video my daughter took of me this morning, because this is what I deal with. Anyone who has a German Shepherd knows that there are tasks that German Shepherds are not required for, and yet they keep on showing up for them. They keep on doing. Anyone who's had one knows that German Shepherds feel they are very necessary at all times for everything you're doing. And in my dog's case, in Archie Ruckus's case, I didn't know she was videotaping this, and I noticed her doing it, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it turned out to be funny. So I'm out watering the garden. Okay. And Archie Ruckus is like, well, this is definitely an activity that I need to be involved in. Here we go. He can't stand me using the hose without it being in his face. Lovely pajama pants, wandering around the neighborhood in my pajamas.
No, he's like, how do I get the water?
He's like, I'm here to assist you. You're doing a great job. Let me check this side. Yep. Doing great.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Wait till you see him take it out of my hands. Oh, I cannot even water the garden without this dog. Just like,
oh, he's so cute.
If I want to water this in the yard, I have to put him in the house and lock him up.
Oh.
He's trying to help you with your cardio.
The more you're fighting, he's going harder.
It gets worse.
Oh,
my daughter cannot stop laughing. No, please stop. Oh, there it goes.
Oh my God.
When he took the hose out of my hands, it's too bad she stopped filming because the hose fell to the ground. And as you can see, I'm covering my face because now it's spraying me. Well, then he comes back and he's attacking the hose heads.
Oh, cute doggo.
And he almost knocked me over. God, he's terrible.
He was protecting you from the water snake. It was attacking you, and he was being very brave.
I just love this part. This is my favorite part right here. Where he's like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Yes!
And then he's like, did you get it?
Oh,
Did you get it on camera? I got it. It's like he's looking back at your daughter like,
Yeah.
you got it?
Did you get that?
Put it on TikTok. Like and subscribe.
Look at me about to fall over. I swear I'm going to break a hip. It's going to be this dog's fault. I know. I've seen Rogue. I've seen the videos of Vinny doing this in the backyard. If you guys, and I could make Archie do the same. I could make him run with the hose across the whole damn lawn, and like just to run him out. He'll follow it like a cat on a laser beam all
I was
day.
just thinking, it's like the cat and the laser pointer because I do that to the cats.
Yes. He'd do it all day. And he is not a puppy. Okay. He's a grown ass dog. He's a grown ass man of a dog. And he still does that. He still hasn't figured out that I can stop the water at any moment and he never gets it. Like he can't figure it out. Oh God, it's so funny. Yeah, it's the best way to get the energy out in this heat. We did it twice yesterday. Yeah, but it's amazing. They'll never get tired of it. That's the other thing. So our white German Shepherd Moose, we had one of those hoses that go, those kind. I don't know what you call them, but a sprinkler or whatever. Every time he would be out when the sprinkler was going, he would be right up in it going. And he wouldn't stop until I pulled him off. Like it would be like, okay, you have to stop. No, I can't.
Oh my goodness.
I put that out on Locals, meganfox.locals.com, by the way. And Brad texts me like 5 minutes after I put it up and he goes, let the dog play in the water. And I said, but it wasn't playing with dog time. It was gardening time. He texts me back. He goes, it was clearly dog watering time.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God. So my daughter and I were cracking up about the things that German Shepherds think that they need to be involved in, because there's every task you can think of, they really truly believe that they are entitled to be in on it. Oh my God. Okay. All right, here we go. Are we at 15? I got you a couple minutes before your 15 minutes of obligatory bullshit. Get bent, chat. You don't get it today.
Does it count if we were like almost 10 minutes late though?
Ooh, that's a good point. All right, I'll let you have it.
Because we did have our chatting. It just
and we even had a super tip. So I guess it counts. It counts. All right, 15 minutes of obligatory bullshit has been called. We will start this trial and Dr. Bones' testimony. Wait a minute. Right now.
Ooh.
He comes in, there's a giant boulder following him.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Indiana Bones theme song has also been called.
Counsel, what we need to take up as we begin our day before we invite our jury back from the state, and then I'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, I don't know how many other witnesses the defense on calling, but based off of what happened yesterday with Ms. Bixler, the state would ask that if there are any other witnesses that the defense intends on calling for the purpose of introducing parental fitness, any sort of profiling of a child abuser, I would ask that proffer be taken up prior to them testifying in front of the jurors to prevent any sort of errors in front of the jury. The state is entitled to a fair trial just as much as the defense.
I hate her
This
so
bitch
much.
needs to shut up.
Flux is going to get angry.
Think of the state.
Who would like to respond to
Someone
that?
think of the
Bernard,
state.
It like already.
This was supposed to be a good day. We were excited about Dr. Bones. Stop ruining this moment.
I know,
ruining it.
right?
God, she's
like
the
she
worst.
just.
Is it too early to drop the C word?
I know.
All right, well,
First the
it is.
judge decided to
What a
talk, and
bitch.
now this woman.
All right, I'm calling what a bitch. Flux is going to get angry.
Already.
Already. And we had our 15 minutes of obligatory bullshit. And what was the other thing? Oh, Indiana Bones theme song. Right. Okay. All right. Wow, we're off to a head start on bingo.
Clear.
Don't call me Junior. It belongs in a museum. That's right. That's right.
Well, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Judge, I'll just say, today we have orthopedic.
LMP, the state is entitled to a fair trial, Your Honor.
Of all the things, Your Honor, won't someone think of, like the corporations?
Dan Davis. Wow, what did I walk into? Shut up, you effing bitch. Yes, that's how we're all feeling right now. I called what a bitch already, and Flex is already hulking out. I don't know.
So bad. I started reading the civil lawsuit for Lindsay Clancy, and then I just went on rage tangents. I'm like, the other thing that makes me pissed off about stuff, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't do this on days I have a doctor's appointment.
LMP, was that actually an actual quote from the Karen Reed trial? The state is entitled to a fair trial?
Oh my gosh.
I think you have it backwards there, state. It's the defendant that's entitled to the fair trial.
Small detail.
Surgeon testifying, and then I anticipate that our clients are going to testify, so I don't think it's something that we may have to discuss until after lunch or something like that.
Okay, so that's the 3 witnesses that you're intending to call?
And a few other.
As far as this morning, or?
Right, we've got quite a few others, but those will be the first 3 here.
Okay. All right, well, as to the other witnesses, if that's pertinent, we'll just take it up after these 3 witnesses. Then, okay?
Yes, sir.
That does not involve these.
Jen, who's this smug guy? Is he a prosecutor?
Dewey Hauser.
All right, well, as to the other witnesses, if that's pertinent, we'll just take it up.
There he
after these
is.
3
Yeah.
witnesses.
He worked for the court. I think he was an intern.
Smug face.
Yeah.
Smuggy McSmuggerson.
Well, look who he's looking. He's looking at Dana.
Uh-huh.
He's looking at Jessica. He's like, I'm here, guys.
Uh-huh. Mr. Smugglesworth over here.
That does not involve these 3 witnesses. Let me just address with defense counsel. I'd like to address with each of your clients their rights relating to testifying or not testifying. Of course, that's done outside the presence of the jury. Would you prefer that I do it now, or do you want to do it after Dr. Benson?
I'm fine with doing it now, Judge, quite frankly.
Doing it right now, I think would be sufficient, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. I would like to do it individually.
Yes.
So I'll leave it to counsel. We would like to go first, whether or not we need to speak with Ms. Hernandez or Mr. So it's up to you, counsel.
And Your Honor, I think it'll be Mr. Hernandez first. So let's.
That's not, yes, we do it up at the podium. All right, Mr. Hernandez, good morning, sir. Mr. Hernandez, you're going to be responding to the court's inquiry. So to that end, I need to administer your oath. So if you would please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, and if you could just state your name for the record. Okay. Mr. Hernandez, the court is going to be addressing with you your right to testify at this trial or your right not to testify. Each of these are constitutional rights that belong to you personally. At any time I'm talking to you about this or addressing anything, feel free to speak with Ms. Bernard, okay? If you have any questions, okay? Now, as you're aware, the trial is underway, and at some point in time, pursuant to the opportunity the defense has, you will be given the opportunity to testify. You do not have to testify, of course, and the court's already given a preliminary charge to this.
You don't have to testify, but we've left you no choice because we didn't allow any of your witnesses in.
Anybody else? Yeah.
You're allowed to testify, but you can't talk about your experience as a parent, what you do as a parent. You can't opine that you're a good
Don't
parent
talk about your
at all.
love for your children.
Oh my
Don't do
God.
that.
Jury that if the defendant does not testify, that they cannot hold that against you, or that could not form the basis of any verdict that they might return. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Also, in addition to your right not to testify, and again, that's personal. You get to make that decision. You can talk with your attorney and trusted advisors, but ultimately you're the one who makes that decision, okay?
Yes.
Now, the other option, of course, is to testify, and the court's advising you at this time, if you choose to testify, you will be subject to cross-examination by the state, just as any other witness. You understand that? And the jury would judge your credibility or truthfulness just as any other witness. You understand that? Understanding those rights at this time, has it been decided whether he's going to testify? I was told by Mr. Washley that both defendants will testify. I just wanted to know from Mr. Hernandez if that's something you need more time to think about, or are you ready to tell the court at this time?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any questions regarding those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Ms. Bernard, anything on those issues?
No, Your Honor, he's ready to go.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, Ms. Hernandez. Good morning, Ms. Hernandez.
Huh.
I need you to raise your right hand for me.
Her
You
translator
solemnly
is a
swear to affirm
white
the
lady.
testimony you're about to give this court.
Is her translator a white lady? Is that the translator?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the darker green color on Tucky. It looks really pretty on her.
It is pretty.
Yeah, she's so cute. She's so cute.
She is adorable. And I wonder how often you see the translators of Vietnamese being white ladies. That's impressive, Karen, or whatever your name is. That's an impressive life skill.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing.
Picturing is Peggy from King of the Hill, the Spanish teacher.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a lovely translator, ma'am. Not at all like Peggy Hill.
But the truth, so help you God. All right, roll your hand. Ms. Hernandez, I will be asking the same questions and provide the same information I provided Mr. Hernandez regarding your right to remain silent or your right to testify. If at any time you need to speak with Mr. Washley, feel free to do so, okay? All right, you understand that you are on trial, and we are in the course of your trial with the defense being presented. And at this time, or shortly after whatever evidence is, whatever witness is chosen by your counsel, there'll be an opportunity for you to testify. You understand that? And you understand constitutional rights are personal. What that means is they belong to you. They don't belong to anybody else. Other people give you advice. Other people can tell you what they think is best, but only you make that decision. You understand that? And
Why is that bailiff standing like that? Doesn't he normally sit?
Ever since the big everyone's making faces announcement, he stands more, because he's like, Megan, he's got to get serious about people who make faces.
But he looks like he's hovering over Tucky, like getting ready for her to bolt for the door or something, or maybe
don't know how
bolt for the
dangerous
judge. What does he think is going to happen exactly?
He's so miserable in his life. He's so miserable.
This? Like, what are we getting ready
I
for,
got a
sir?
different read. I was reading, when toddlers are ready to potty train and they'll like take a deuce and like stare you down directly in the eyes because his face is all red and it's like he's doing that like territorial thing that toddlers do when they're about ready to potty train.
Oh
They, like,
no!
so that's
Well,
where
they
my
just
mind
stand-
went with it. Sorry
I
about.
think it's
sorry,
weird.
deputy.
He looks like he's hovering over Tucky. Like, what was he standing there when Matt was there? Hold on, let me
He
look.
was because
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Look,
He's such a butt monkey.
he wasn't there. Or if he was there, he was off to the side.
yeah, very good. Thank
Here.
you.
Let's see.
All right, Ms. Hernandez.
All right,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was.
he
He was.
was.
He was blocking the door. I swear, he thinks that they're gonna run for the
Of course,
hill.
I'm not going to talk to the jury about this at this point, but for some reason, there's a change, just please let me know, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's get
Well,
this.
thank you.
Need my
Mr.
stream
Dawn.
deck
Thank
stick.
you very much, Your Honor. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
Okay, so as you were just saying, you are coming up on a cochlear implant soon, so we're going to make sure to speak up so that everybody can hear.
Thank you.
Okay. So you've introduced yourself to the jury. What is your
No
profession,
introduction necessary.
I'm an orthopedic surgeon.
Doctor? And in the course, and we'll talk a little bit about your background and education and the work that you've done, but do you have any other specialties that have sort of grown out of your work as an orthopedic surgeon?
Yes, I was trained as an orthopedic surgeon. I took a spine fellowship and specialized
Okay.
in taking care of
Oh
children.
my God, we have got to talk about this bow tie. It is fantastic.
It is a fantastic bow
Look at
tie.
it. like
It's
ombre,
fabulous.
black and white. Like it looks like a galaxy is in there.
It
Like
looks like there might be some lavender in it to match the shirt, but I can't tell if it's like just because the shirt there, it's like a color thing.
Fantastic.
I like
Archie,
it.
what's your profession? Archaeology and adventuring. Oh my God. His dog's name is Indy. Yeah. Dr. Bones, if you have any animals yet to name, one of them needs to be named Indy. You have to do it. This man is I swear to God, he's like the walking embodiment of Indiana Jones. I love this man. Look at this bow tie.
Just on his way to a cochlear implant, gonna stop, save a family, just normal Tuesday.
I love him. He has such great fashion sense. You know what I would kill for, Jennifer? I would kill for a photograph of his bow tie drawer.
Oh yeah.
That would make a really
that.
great we need to get that for the fundraiser stream that we do.
Oh,
You've got to get Dr. Bones to get us photographs of his bow tie drawer.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to text Gary.
We can reveal that on the fundraising stream because this man is a special man and he has some really cool bow ties. I know he does.
Yes.
I know it. I feel it. I feel it in my bones, so to speak.
With scoliosis and spine fractures. I did that and general orthopedics.
I gotta take a screenshot of this and send it to Nick Ricada. He's gonna love it so much. I can't even tell
I agree
you.
with Hey Joe, it does kind of have a bird feather, so I wonder if it's like a science related one, because I would totally nerd out if I was a dude and I got to wear a tie.
Yeah, I also think it looks butterfly-ish. I mean, this is the coolest bow tie I've ever seen in my whole damn life. I'm sending it to Nick right now. He has to see this.
I think it will stop Nick's rage against bow ties.
Yeah, but when you're as cool as Dr. Bones, though, there's just like Nick. Look at this bow tie.
I don't know if that's a real bow tie though.
You
Either
keep
way, it's
saying
cool.
It is. I can see the. I can't see the
second flaps.
I think
I don't care if it's a clip-on.
I really do.
Honestly,
no, it's not a clip-on because I can see the belt or the neck belt or whatever that is. Let's see.
I'm so glad I'm not a dude. Just something around your neck all day. Ugh.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You know, I used to wear bow ties every so often, and like with a tie, you can at least loosen it up. With a bow tie, the only way to loosen it is to like untie it, and it kind of sucks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then I became interested in orthopedic trauma because a Georgia orthopedic surgeon changed my life and put me back together. So I became focused on doing trauma surgery, and I worked for 7 years from 2001 till 2009 with missionaries in different countries: Afghanistan, Brazil, China, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Nepal, Mexico, Fiji. And it was there that I became aware.
Of course he went to Fiji. But there's got to be, he was getting the crystal skull or something.
Yeah, he was going to all the dig sites.
I would have laughed see, this is what I would have done if I were him. I went to Nepal, Afghanistan, Illinois, Bengal, just like all the craziest places.
Indiana. Elkhart.
Of metabolic bone disease and the impact of nutritional deficiencies and things that we take for granted that are largely unrecognized in American medicine and Americans' culture.
And thank you, Dr. So let's start at the beginning of your educational career. Where did you start your education?
Well, I started college at the University of San Francisco. I graduated from Pacific Union College in Napa County. I went to medical school at Loma Linda University. I graduated in 1973. and then took an internship at Florida Hospital in Orlando, Florida.
And when did you find Coronado's Cross?
I then took an orthopedic residency and fellowship at the White Memorial Hospital and USC, that's the University of Southern
Tucky.
California.
Or JKD, we need the graphic of the plane showing all the stops again. Can we get that? Can you get that on my X, please? We need that.
California affiliated hospitals in Southern California.
So your residency was in orthopedic surgery.
That's right. That was my focus before I even went to medical school, was taking care of people with bone problems.
And then did you do a fellowship?
Yes.
What was your fellowship?
My first fellowship was in spine surgery, learning to do scoliosis surgery, correcting curved spines, and taking care of people with fractured spines.
Absolutely, Kitty. Witness dress as well can be checked off the bingo card. Thanks for the catch.
And then I believe you mentioned that you had a personal experience with orthopedic trauma that
Smart doctor can also be checked off the list.
led to you shifting in your focus.
I did. It changed my life. I had some orthopedic injuries that were considered disabling and unrecoverable.
Oh, my.
And could you just tell the jury what happened?
Well, we were building a house and I was impatient because the painters hadn't come. It was raining. It was December. And so
This is a cover story for when he got hit by the boulder that came out of the tomb. It's a cover story.
I climbed the ladder and the earth gave way when I was up on the ladder.
Oh my God.
And dumped me off. And
The earth gave way. It was clearly a trap, a Mayan trap.
The way he's describing these stories, I'm like, the earth gave. It wasn't like, oh, the mud was muddy and it like no, it was the earth gave.
It was a Mayan,
way.
an ancient Mayan trap. He
And
fell
the
into an
ladder
ancient Mayan
dumped him
trap.
off.
I feel
Yeah.
the earth move under my feet.
my knee joint was
I love this
destroyed.
guy.
Oh my! This knee joint was destroyed. Did the Nazis do it? Oh shoot! I shouldn't have said
Oh,
the
I feel
N
that
word.
knee pain.
Oh, I said it too fast in a stream. I just demonetized us. Where the
Mo was like, I'm out.
Mo's like, I'm out.
She said, she said the other N word.
No, I got kicked off like when you guys were talking, when he started talking about the painters being gone. And then I come back and I see that I'm still there, but also in the back room, which is weird.
That was weird.
Oh, don't
There were
get
two
stuck in the
Mo's.
back rooms.
Schrodinger's Mo.
Yes.
It was considered
Or
an
we're in
unfixable
another
fracture.
timeline now, and there is a Mo that's infinitely stuck in the back rooms.
That's
Oh
right.
gosh.
That explains a
That
lot.
could be. An
Yep.
unfixable fracture. Oh, imagine the irony of an orthopedic surgeon getting an unfixable fracture.
And had surgery, which failed.
Oh.
And it was I was basically told that I would be walking with crutches. I'd been on crutches for 10 months. And a doctor in Columbus, Georgia, Fred Flandry, fixed me up.
Aw.
Well,
Aw.
Georgia appreciates the opportunity to serve. So then after this, did you do any further work at Cedars Sinai and St. John's?
But yes, I did. Then once I started recovering, I became interested in focusing on trauma because of the impact it had made on my life. So I began studying pelvic and acetabular fractures and
What did the cameraman
pelvic and
say?
acetabular fracture repair.
All right.
And I
Jeb,
commuted between my whole.
Jeb must have seen something over here that caught his eye, or he wouldn't have just zoomed in on Catherine.
But
What did he miss?
acetabular is a fabulous word. I don't even know what it means, but acetabular is a great word.
Home in Northern California and Cedars Sinai in Los Angeles and Harborview in Seattle for the next several years in between my trips abroad. And so I learned to and became recognized as a pelvic and acetabular fracture repair surgeon.
And what is acetabular repair?
Well, that's the.
I don't know what that means, but I do know what astastic means because I made that word up a long time ago with my sister. She has a hill in front of her house. I call it the astastic hill because if you walk up it every day, your ass will be fantastic.
I like it.
We're going to find out what acetabular means, and I don't think it's the same thing. Oh, yeah, big words. Check off big words. These are definitely words. We're going to learn a new big word today, folks.
The hip joint.
The cup of the hip joint. Actually, it is close to the ass. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to say that my acetabular hurts. And
My
I'm going to use it all the
hurts.
time. It's a fun word. It's a fun word. And
I'm going to teach it to my sister immediately.
Is acetabular repair?
Well, that's the cup of the hip joint. And the pelvis, of course, is the focus of your body. That's where your legs are attached. Your hips are attached. That's where the birth canal is. And it's different bone because that, even in adults, is bone that is primarily supplied by blood that is under pressure because it's arterial blood, because it's a blood-forming organ, the pelvis is, as well as being a structural bone.
Wait, the pelvis is a blood-forming organ?
Yeah, your
some of the
bones and your some of your bones are responsible for creating red blood cells.
Yeah, you're producing your red blood cells. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And
that's why it's really bad when you break your femurs and stuff.
Yeah.
You never want to break a long bone. They're bad.
The pelvis is an organ. I mean, that's interesting.
Well, it's actually the pelvic girdle. Because I believe it's 3 bones that comprise the pelvic girdle, which is like your hip bones. I learned all about this recently. I can actually show you a picture from my forensic anatomy book. But yeah, the hips are extremely important. The pelvic girdle is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the first time I ever heard that. I told you we were going to learn stuff. This guy is fascinating. Fascinating, you might say. No, I'm just
ramification.
This is fascinating stuff.
Because when that is broken, the bleeding from the bone, which is sponge-like, is massive. And it's one of the greatest sources of people dying from blood loss. Because
when they break a hip?
The bone is
that's going to happen to me when Archie Ruckus, if he out in the yard, because he just refuses to stop helping me.
Yes. Yeah, breaking hip stuff is never good. Speaking as a person who has had hip surgery already, it's never fun.
You had hip surgery?
No. Oh yeah, I had my first hip surgery at 27.
Why?
Yeah.
Do you have EDS?
I do, but the military, they're just like, you're just extra elastic.
Yeah, you're probably
hypermobile.
The doctor said I needed to get out because I asked her how I fix it, and she says you have to get out. Your anatomy is not good for the Army. And she's like, get out of the Army. And I'm like, oh. But yeah, no, I had a few I had a few fractures. I had a really bad bone spur, and then I also tore the labrum, like all the way off. So they had to reattach the labrum, get rid of the bone spurs, and kind of move the muscle back to where it was supposed to be. So
I'm starting to think that your questions about being hypermobile might be answered. Holy cow!
Oh yeah, no, I'm fairly certain. I just haven't. I mean, because like I said, the Army doctor, she didn't say that I'm. Well, she said that I'm hypermobile, but she didn't give me like any other diagnosis. The best part was she goes, "Yeah, you just have extra elasticity in your muscles," and she grabs my shoulder and like does something and puts it like behind my back, and she goes, "Yeah, normal people can't do this," and I'm like, "Oh, how do I fix this?" And she's like, "Get out."
Oh my God.
Dear Lord.
Pressurized. So sometimes when I operate on leg bones or arm bones, there's a constant ooze of bone, but it's not under pressure. When I operate on the pelvis that's broken, sometimes the blood is spurting as it would from a cut artery.
Oh my.
Which means that it's important that you have a plan and that the plan works so that you can put the broken pieces back together, because it bleeds briskly until the bone is put back in appropriate position.
Briskly bleeding.
Well,
I didn't
we'll
have
talk
that on the
a-
bingo card. Briskly bleeding. Holy
No,
cow.
I'm just imagining him in surgery. We've got a brisk one here. Like, and I'm like, call the police or the nurse or the National Guard. And he's like, we've got a little bit of a bleeder. And
But
I'm
I
like,
love that the only way to make it stop is to quickly put the pieces back together. Like, that's insane. Surgeons are amazing.
Yeah,
Do you just put some Flex Seal on that? Where's that Billy guy on TV when you need the guy that slaps the tape on stuff?
Yes.
We need, but wait, there's more. Slap. Oh my Lord.
A little bit more about, your expertise in what bones are and their entire structure. But may I ask, are you board certified in any specialties?
I'm board certified as an orthopedic surgeon since
And-
1980.
Since 1980. And do you hold a medical license?
I do. I hold a medical license as a physician and surgeon in California since 1974. And I am a California licensed radiography, fluoroscopy, X-ray supervisor, and operator.
Thank you. And have you ever worked as the director of an emergency department at a hospital?
Yes, I was a director of an emergency department in Lake Arrowhead, which is in a mountain community of Southern California where
Lake Arrowhead's a
I would
beautiful
spend the
place.
weekends during my residency and fellowship.
And have you ever worked as an
Been there a couple
orthopedic
times.
consultant for an institution that serves non-human animals?
I have. I was the orthopedic consultant for 3 years at the Los Angeles Zoo.
And have you ever worked in private practice in orthopedic surgery?
I was in private practice in Northern California, Chico.
All right, JKD is working on the memes. This is very good.
Accurate.
Accurate. Let's see. There's another one too. Hold on. He's working on him. He says they're not perfect yet. We don't need you to be perfect. We just need you to be on. We just need you to be on it. That's all. And you're doing it.
Yeah.
yes.
Nepal.
Oh my gosh.
We need AI to do a little movie of him. Somebody needs to make Grok make a little movie of him getting on a plane and
Yeah, we need to send
going
all
to
of
different
these.
places.
We need to send all of these to him. We need to
Okay.
remember they have the other one printed in their house.
Okay. All right. We will.
We gotta do that.
Listen, Dr. Bones loves the memes, so we have to keep making them. Like, it has to continue, okay? Because he loves them.
And remember, guys, he didn't charge the Hernandez family anything.
No.
No, and he
What a
deserves the
great
memes.
dude.
He's taking payment in memes, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
From July of 1979 until my injury in December 20th, 2000.
Okay. And then have you been the director of orthopedic trauma at a medical center?
I have.
Okay. And where and when was that?
Well, after my recovery and while I was working abroad and studying pelvic and acetabular surgery fixation, a local hospital wanted to become the regional trauma center for Northern California. There are 2 regional trauma centers that take care of people with multiple broken bones and complex fractures. So they asked me if I would return and develop and direct the orthopedic trauma program. And I did that from 2009 until 2015.
And so do you presently hold any privileges at hospitals for orthopedic surgery?
I do.
And what hospital is that?
That's a community hospital nearby Orville Hospital, and that's about 20 miles from my home. And I'm a
Bronco. He was working abroad? What was her name?
part-time orthopedic trauma
It's probably Marion.
coverage consultant. So when there's a gap in their schedule, they ask me to fill it, and I work about between a third and half time.
Okay. And then you mentioned some work abroad that you did. Have you ever received any awards for international medical
Ever received any
service?
awards for the broads that you worked?
I was recognized twice in China for my contribution to their introduction to the latest technology.
That's amazing.
And I was recognized as an orthopedic trauma and pelvic and acetabular surgeon at an international meeting.
Who else can say?
And at what point?
That's pretty impressive.
I mean, who can say
Again,
that?
I don't really believe his cover story for why he was in China, but that's another.
That's a different story.
It's a different story for a different day.
Did you mentioned an interest
different
in
trial.
bone metabolic disorders. Did that ever expand into any foundation or additional work and expertise?
I became interested in that when I saw
Flux Pet's cat.
its impact on bones.
He's literally now, like,
yes,
on my keyboard
probably first
right
in
there.
Nepal. And then I saw it in other countries, and it's most obvious in places like the Dominican Republic and in Haiti, but I also saw it in Afghanistan.
And by it, you're meaning bone metabolic diseases of various kinds?
Yes.
Okay. And have you ever formed any foundations for the study of?
All right, Chad, you've got to calm down. As David Info says, he worked abroad because he's a pelvis expert.
I just want a
His
shirt
wife
that
is going to
says-
love these jokes. I'm telling you.
Look, I just need
They're
a shirt that says
good.
acetabular expert. Ask me how.
Metabolic bone disorders.
I did.
Could he
can you
be
tell the
any
jury a little
cooler?
bit about that
No.
work that you have done?
Well, because in America,
settle
it
in
seems
and just
like
tell us the
we're
story.
unaware medically of the effect on bone of nutritional deficiencies.
Yeah.
In many countries, it's just not having enough nutrition, period. So they're deficient in a lot of things. And here we only see those in people that have failure to thrive or some unusual malabsorption problem or genetic situation.
Aren't
and
we
they're
blessed? Aren't we blessed and lucky that the rest of the world sees this kind of thing all the time because of malnutrition? But here in America, we're like, we don't know. We don't know what that is. That's because we're all very, very fat. So we're
Yes.
not undernourished. So that's good.
Yeah, I like how my doctor was like, because I was like, yeah, I need to get back on my walking. I've gained some weight. And he's like, well, you're not as bad as, people I see. And I was like, well, thank you, doctor. I'm I'm the skinniest of the fats. Thank you.
That's
like,
like
I'd
when
like-
I go to Wisconsin, I feel like I am the Cindy Crawford of Wisconsin.
Yes, but it's
because everyone else
will
is
go to your
400
head.
pounds. And when everyone else is 400 pounds, my
I
medium fatness
legitimately walked out
pretty
to the
hot.
waiting room of that. And I was like, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. I'm not eating Oreos dunked in frosting for breakfast. I'm doing okay.
I'm like
Is that
literally
a problem if we
Wisconsin
do
nine,
do that?
I mean, certain occasions, every second Wednesday, I think it's okay.
Okay. Cool.
Fiery Red says, yeah, but to be fair, it's Wisconsin. I know. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, being a
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin 10 isn't, an achievement that one brags about.
No.
like, in California. You're a California
Wisconsin
too.
10 is like a California 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's wide. It's why Wisconsin is my favorite place on earth.
I know. We're all going to go to Wisconsin. Tourism just goes up after Megan streams.
Go to the
We don't know
Dells.
why.
Go to the Wisconsin Dells. You'll feel the greatest you've ever felt in a bathing suit in your life. Like,
But
no,
like,
I'm not
you
even
know,
kidding.
Wisconsin is where all the stuff happens, right? Like
Pretty much,
everything
huh?
Chandler Halderson,
Oh,
the
True.
Rittenhouse case,
True.
the Daryl Brooks case,
Wasn't
the other
also
lady who
Stephen Avery? Wasn't that Wisconsin?
the Avery
Oh
case.
yeah. Oh,
There-
Shabusiness.
there's
Wasn't Shabusiness?
Oh, God.
Shabusiness. Yeah, just stay out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, but we're hot
Just
there,
stay
Feel bad
Flux.
about
You
yourself
don't
in a bathing suit.
understand the
Then
the
go to the
lure of
Dells.
being hot.
Or being alive.
Hey, Lux. The price you
We'll
have to
be
pay, maybe a
hot.
little murder, but you know, it's worth it for the weekend to feel hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was an interest in preventing child abuse, and about 3 decades ago, some people that didn't take care of fractures very often started promoting the idea that some X-ray findings represented fractures, which I knew was not true.
I love the subtle shade. Like some morons decided that to dabble in something they had no idea about, so I had to go save them from the Ark of the Covenant again.
Again. Oh, I love creative expressions. Just getting my vitamin D, doing my impression of Megan's college years, laying out by the pool. That would be
that
a
sounds
correct
nice right now.
impression. That would be exactly what I make sure that you
does
have
sound
all the
nice.
things with you that you need. You have towels,
A
sunscreen,
mimosa.
a hat, a drink, yes, a fan. You have to be an
Because
Oh,
expert.
that's right.
fractures-
Zachariah Anderson, also Wisconsin.
Zachariah Anderson.
Oh, for-
That's right.
As most of you
Yeah.
are aware,
Objection, Your Honor.
have associated
What's
pain.
the objection?
And Dr., if you can just describe the foundation, and
Okay.
then we can get into some of the details later. Thanks.
So-
Let me ask this, Mr. Garb, do you want to qualify him as an expert?
Well, this was going to be the last part because I am seeking to qualify him as an expert in orthopedic surgery, orthopedic trauma, and metabolic bone disease, Your Honor.
Well, I'm not trying to get ahead of you. I just wanted to know if you wanted to do that, and you want to go continue with your question first?
Well, if the court is ready to qualify him as an expert in those fields, then I certainly won't.
Let
Take
me
it,
see if there's an objection.
There's gonna be.
Oh my God.
Your Honor, I have no objection to him being tendered as an expert in orthopedic surgery with regards to scoliosis and spine fractures, pelvic and acetabular fractures. I don't think he's established any sort of expertise on metabolic bone disease. I understand that he has a foundation, but anyone can donate money
I
to for
hate
a
her.
cause. That doesn't make them an expert.
I hate her. All right, everyone hates we all hate the prosecutor.
We need a square that says like this person needs to be TP'd because the judge needs to be TP'd, the prosecutor needs to be TP'd. A lot of people just need to be TP'd at this point.
A lot of people.
Just
Are you
squads.
telling me she just said because you can give money to anything that doesn't make you an expert? I hate her. I hate her like so much.
Should somebody tell
Finds
that to
out
Bill
that
Gates?
Sesame Street doesn't really get the money she sends in at the telethon.
I think somebody should tell Bill Gates just because he doesn't have just because he has a foundation doesn't make him an expert.
That's true.
on
Someone should
anything.
tell him
Loudly
that.
and often. Someone please just let their only job to be, you just have money. Shut up.
God, this is awful.
I don't know if you want to lay foundation for that. I'll let you.
Thank you very much. So if you can tell the jury a little bit more about the work that you have done in metabolic bone disease, including research.
So my wife and I felt there was a need for further information from America. We tend to look at articles from the Dominican Republic and Haiti or Iran as being their problem, not our problem. So we became aware that there was a vast amount of data at Johns Hopkins University from some doctors in the early 20s and 30s when vitamin D was much studied that had meticulous records. And so we funded a foundation in order to gather that and digitize that information. And that's still an ongoing project in capturing that data digitally from microscopic slides, from the x-rays that they had, from the case studies, and from all the information medically that was collected by people that were unusually meticulous in terms of keeping their information.
And so about how many researchers have you supervised in this capacity?
I have not supervised any of it. We
Okay.
provided the money, and then there were people locally from the Johns Hopkins area. Typically, they were college students or medical students that did it during the summer, and we hope they'll finish that this summer.
And in terms of your experience in orthopedic trauma and surgery and the work that you have done abroad, have you been able to use any of this metabolic bone disorder research as you have considered courses of action for your patients?
I have.
Okay. And so at this time, Your Honor, we will tender him as an expert in orthopedic surgery, orthopedic trauma, orthopedics, and metabolic bone disease.
I stand by my objection, Your Honor. I don't think he's established that he has any sort of expertise in metabolic bone disorder. I can donate to a cause for a cure for cancer. That does not make me an expert in the cure for cancer.
It makes you.
Here's what the court's going to do at this time. I will qualify Dr. with areas of orthopedic surgery, orthopedic trauma, and metabolic bone disease. I believe that will go to weight, Ms. Shee. You may proceed.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Holy shit! Not expecting them to roll in her in their favor on that.
Very unexpected. The judge just ruled with the defense. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm feeling like
Maybe he just likes white old men. Like maybe he's just connecting with them.
Did you see that coming? Because I did not.
I don't remember that. I don't.
I was getting ready to turn my camera off because I was about to rage at him not being qualified as an expert.
Yeah,
that's where I was about to be.
I think
Me too.
I think he knows after hearing about all the awards this man won and all of the countries that he's visited, it would look really stupid. And all the the classes he's taught, etc. Like I think he realized he would look really dumb. Especially him being a supervisor in radiology. That's another thing where you are absolutely going to have experience with metabolic bone disorders and stuff. Otherwise, you can't be an expert in radiology. You can't supervise people reading radiology without knowing that stuff. Wow, shocking. Judge does something decent. We didn't have that on the bingo card.
We never
we didn't know. We didn't know what happened.
We literally didn't think that could happen even in a fictional world.
God. Maybe we should check off not all heroes wear capes. Sometimes they wear black robes and are annoying. But we'll use that one instead. Not all heroes wear capes. Sometimes they come in the form of Darth Vader in a judicial robe.
All right, so now we have been through your extensive background on this, Doctor. Is it fair to say you are an expert on bones?
Thank you.
Okay.
Dr. Bones.
Let's just start off with
Megan. What if that wasn't the most Han Solo like? I love you, and he's like, I know, and she's like, I heard you're an expert, so you've been qualified as an expert in bones, and he's like, Thank you. You're welcome. This man is Han Solo, Harrison Ford.
There's no doubt. It's so great. He's so great. There's also a possibility he didn't hear her correctly.
True.
But also, it doesn't matter.
I don't want to give it away, but there's going to be some funny moments of Dr. Bones not being able to hear objection. And like Catherine has to chase him around the room a little bit with some of the demonstratives. It's funny. It's funny. Like Yi ends up having to yell into the microphone. Objection. Because he can't hear them.
Yes,
no, but I like how he's used to this disability where he just, when he doesn't know what someone said, he just goes, "Thank you," which tends to work. I mean, it worked. I hear that you're an expert on, so you're an expert on bones. Thank you. That's the affirmative. That's right. Thank you. Thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing.
Very much. It's like when someone tells you you're pretty, they're like, "You're pretty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just thank you. Not thank you. Thank you." Mm-hmm.
I love this man so much. I could not love him anymore. I swear. He is the greatest. Oh my God.
He has restored my faith in humanity, and I needed it today. I really did.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bones. You got back the spear of Longinus. You know, you
A lot of lay people don't know what a bone actually is and all of the substances that are in it. Can you give us just a short summary of what is going on with your bones generally, and what are the elements that they need to stay healthy and strong?
We tend to think of bone as the structure that allows us to stand and have stability. That separates us from being a jellyfish, for instance. It doesn't have any structure. But bone is essential as a reservoir for phosphorus and calcium, which are two substances that we cannot survive a second without close control of. So while the bone is structurally important for us and allows us to stand and sit, it's the chemicals within the bone, the phosphorus and the calcium, which 99% are within the bone. And those move chemically back and forth in the bloodstream under careful regulation. And that allows energy for cell function and life itself, as well as acid and base. So it's much more than just a stick. If you think of a bone as structure, it's a metabolically important reservoir.
I'm calling straightforward answers. Straightforward answers has been called on the bingo card.
Thank you. And also, can you tell us about the role of collagen in bone formation and building?
Well, collagen is an essential ingredient of bone. They're microfibrils. You can think of them as microscopic ropes. And then the mineralization is a structure that takes place on those microscopic fibrils, the collagen. If you have problems in the production, the quality, or the amount of collagen, you're going to have some serious problems with the strength of the bone. It's going to be like concrete that has no reinforcement. The mineralization of bone is something that we take for granted, but even though we understand that it's a reservoir, the mineralization gives it strength. And an infant, for instance, the mineralization process starts at about the 7th week of life, just after the heart starts at 6 weeks. At the 7th week, the bone mineralization starts, and it starts in the clavicle. And then it goes to the mandible, and then it starts proximally and it moves down. And an infant that's perfectly normal and well-nourished and has everything it needs, it doesn't have very much mineralization compared to later in life. And there's a great difference between developing growing bone in infants, which we'll talk about when I can show you a picture, because the bones don't look the same, because there is an area of cartilage at either end of most bones, which is where the growth takes place. And that doesn't show up on X-ray. Once one goes through puberty, that growth plate, it disappears, and there's solid bone, like adults have. But we don't develop full bone strength until about the middle of our third decade, about 25 years of age. So even a teenager at 17 or 18 that looks like they have strong bones, those bones are not as strong as they will be when that person is 25. Unfortunately, after 25, we start losing bone strength depending upon activity and other factors, hormonal. There are a number of things, but a lot of it has to do with activity and resistance and how much.
All right. I got to get back on the treadmill. God dang it.
On it.
Dr. Bones is fat shaming me.
Yeah, between the scale this morning,
bone
reality,
shaming.
and Dr.
He's
Bones.
bone shaming me.
He's bone shaming us. Just when I thought my bingo wings were my worst body feature.
Now you have to worry about your bone strength.
Yeah, seriously.
Right. I need more activity. I hear you.
If a person does a lot of weight training, their bones tend to be denser. If a person has abnormal hormones, they may lose a lot of bone density. And I take care of people with weak bones that are babies, and I take care of people that are weak bones that are great grandmothers. So it's similar but different.
So you mentioned nutritional deficiencies. What are some of the most prominent deficiencies that you know to affect bone health and quality?
Well, the 26 minerals that are involved in bone, we only have an idea of about how much you need for 6 of those.
Oh.
Vitamin D
really
is by far the most common worldwide, but it's not a vitamin. It's a hormone.
We know this now.
And that deficiency.
He taught us this
He
last
taught
time.
us that
is-
last time.
Yeah.
And it
We were all-
stuck.
We remembered.
This is the
This
thing
is a
about him.
miracle.
I can never fall asleep listening to him. I never get bored. I don't know what it is about him, but I'm always drawn in and I always remember what he said. This guy is like the best teacher on earth.
I know,
I would have graduated college if my teachers were like this.
He is the ADHD whisperer because we are all ADHD to the max,
Yes.
and we all remembered stuff. And I'm
Is
like,
is it the tone of his voice or like just the fact that he loves what he does and it comes through and he feel
Maybe a
you
little
can like
bit of both. Like you just
just
feel
has a
so
little bit of
genuine.
both, and then he moves around, so it's kind of theatrical.
I just love watching him
And
and,
he says-
listening to him and it doesn't for some reason it doesn't I don't check out. I've
says
heard
things-
everything.
He says things like, the earth gives way. And I was, the ladder threw me.
I know.
And it's just amazing.
The earth opened beneath my feet. I love him so much.
Is
I know.
not
he just
as
needs to do
frequently
fireside
recognized.
chats on YouTube. He'd be like
Oh,
a
yeah.
gajillionaire.
You should do
Forget
bonsai
Joe
chats.
Rogan.
Yes.
Just
that'd be so
Dr.
fun.
Bones Adventures.
Ronan says we need a Dr. Bone and Dr. Goodhair mashup. You know, that is a very good observation. Dr. Joe Corcoran has this same quality on the stand where you're just like enraptured by everything he has to say. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but these two, both of them are fascinating.
Well, they're
people.
so
Nice.
opposite of any of the abused pediatricians. Like they're not cocky, they're not arrogant,
Yeah.
but they have confidence in what they're saying, and so you
And
actually
they have
have to listen to them.
And they have experience. They have life. They've done and done different things. You know, they didn't just take the child abuse pediatrician 3-year, you know,
And go dance in a
highlights
river.
magazine.
I think
You
this
know.
is it right here. Look at this pause face. This is actually a really good pause face. Look, he's completely engaged in what he's saying to the and he's explaining it to the jury. Like he's in the middle
he's
of
not
a
treating them like they're
fascinating
dumb.
like he's
Yeah.
in the middle of a fascinating dinner conversation that you get to be a part of, you know?
Right.
That's how it feels. It feels like where's the waiter? Can I have
Okay.
more wine? Like
And
it's,
so
it's
I would like-
amazing.
I would like to posit that we eliminate small talk and we just let everyone talk about their weird tismy things. Because honestly, would you rather go to a dinner party where you talk about the weather or some guy tells you about his weird fascination with dinosaurs? Because I'm all about the dinosaurs.
Me too. Actually, so there's a really great does anybody have BritBox on Prime? Because I just got it. I canceled a
need to
bunch of
get
my
it.
other subscriptions and I got
But
BritBox
I
because they have a
Just bought a lot of
BBC
stuff.
they have a BBC version of it's basically Pride and Prejudice but told from Mary's point of view. It's called The Other Bennet Sister. and it's wonderful. And there's this scene where she's at dinner with Mr. Hurst. They stick her next to Mr. Hurst, who everybody knows Mr. Hurst is the most boring guy on earth. And they think it's funny to put her next to him because she'll have nothing to talk about with him. Some bitch did that to her. Miss Bingley stuck her next to Mr. Hurst. But instead of not having anything to say, she starts asking him about his interests and finds out that he's a total horse nerd and he loves racing. And she asked him, well, teach me about it. And this man starts going off about horse racing in such a wildly entertaining manner that the entire table is entertained by Mr. Hurst. Finally, for once, because someone bothered to ask him, what do you like? What are you into? And I'm with you. I want to hear about whatever tism you have that you're excited and passionate about. That's what this is. That's what it is. You nailed it. That's exactly what this is.
It is. And you can tell he's passionate. You can tell he loves it. And that's what people really like. It's a passion, and he's helped others with it. If he had just I got fixed and then I did this, but he went on and helped others, and yeah, he's just all of those things kind of wrapped up in a really cool, entertaining package.
Look at JKD. Dr. Bones leaves a bag of sand in place of the DA's laptop.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
On the way out, she goes to reach for it and she's like, what is it? What is I love him so much.
United States, because since the 40s,
I'm going to write I love you on my eyelashes. Flutter them.
With vitamin D, a synthetic vitamin D, and that usually makes enough difference that we don't see the bowed legs that are common in places like the Dominican Republic and in Haiti after about the 4th year of having a vitamin D deficiency. But we see plenty of vitamin D deficiency in infants. And I will show you in Emma's case that she had clear evidence, unmistakable evidence of a metabolic bone deficiency, which was documented as being vitamin D,
Excellent.
the hormone.
Well, there's one more little background thing I wanted to get to before we talk about Emma's case specifically, and that is your experience in pelvic and acetabular surgery. Did you have any, have you experienced and seen birth-related injuries and trauma?
I have.
Can you tell the jury a little bit
that
about
face.
what?
Oh, he's so cute. Look at his face.
I have.
Look at that look. I love this man.
Every Claus face is good.
But
love
I
him
wonder
so
if
much.
he's thinking about birth injuries to the mother, because I would suspect that people with narrow pelvises or things like that, he would see birth injuries there. But I am shocked that we haven't had a study of birth injuries on infants. Just a study. We study everything.
Yeah,
but the things
I
that
agree.
matter.
It's weird.
Things
Can
that
you
matter.
tell the jury a little bit about what you have seen and studied regarding birth-related trauma?
He's so ready for this. He's like, this is the question I came here to answer. Here it comes.
I have. I was shocked one day to be consulted to the postnatal area to see a woman who appeared completely healthy, was 30 years old, and she had an unstable pelvic.
Yeah, wait. That's his I'm going to F up the stage so bad face. Here it comes. Oh, my goodness.
Appeared completely healthy, was 30 years old, and she had an unstable pelvic injury. She'd not been in any accidents, but she had just delivered a baby, her first, and her pelvis was dislocated.
Oof.
We consider that to be a life-threatening injury
Oh, my.
that takes thousands of pounds, 15 to 20,000 pounds of force, like being run over by several Suburbans.
Holy shit.
So I was shocked to think that childbirth could cause that kind of force. But I'm a man, I've never been through childbirth. And so
This is a smart man right here. He's like, I was shocked, but hey, I'm a man. I've
not
never
gonna
been
argue
through it.
it.
I don't know.
But Even though it kind of missed the point because she was looking for child injuries, I think, it still brings to mind and puts in the jury's mind. So even if it didn't quite answer what she was going for, the insane forces put on the body during birth.
Well, yeah, it actually is perfect because they're trying to say the only kind of birth injuries that we would see are in the clavicle, and anything else is not possible. It's just not a great enough force to squeeze. He's saying, wait a minute, I've seen birth injuries in mom that was enough, like that I hadn't seen except car accidents. That's huge. That's a lot of pounds of pressure, like he's saying. So that it actually does answer that question really, really well.
I guess I didn't fully appreciate that. And then I saw another one that had a pelvic injury in a young woman from just delivering baby. And so that gave me an appreciation that I didn't have before, that the uterine contractile forces are greater than the strongest man in the world can demonstrate.
Wow.
He just won over every female on that jury.
I was about to say, this man is now president.
I was about to be like, did they start clapping? Is that like, I feel like we just need to start clapping for that.
But remember, guys, that Stephen Mesner specifically, I think in the Tim's case, made such a big deal that birth, like contractions, are not a big deal. It's like a little,
yeah.
It's not enough force to break bones. And then this man is saying the complete opposite because he's seen it.
This is crazy. I love this. This is so good. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, Dr. Bones, that's what it feels like. It sure feels like that. Uterine contractions are no joke. No joke.
And then they send you home, and if you're nursing, you get those after contractions. You're like, oh, no.
And they don't tell you.
What?
They don't really tell you. Oh, yeah. When you're nursing, so when you nurse, nursing actually helps the uterus contract back to its original size. So as you're nursing, you'll get these awful contractions. So you've got a newborn baby, your nipple is fucking bleeding and sore. They're clamped on like a little dinosaur, and then like it's happening again. Why is this happening? And you're trying not to squunch the baby while it's awful.
Everybody needs to experience this.
With my first, the nurse was like, just shove her face in, and I'm like, she needs to be able to breathe, and they're like, no, they've got that's why they have the little squunch nose.
Exactly, the squunch nose. Oh my god! Look at Flux.
I'm not giving birth yet. I'm not. That's not a joy that I've experienced yet.
That's a Miss Flux job now, forever and for always.
It does diminish over time, though. It's not like it happens. Every
it's not like
time.
It's like maybe the first couple days, but it's not pleasant.
Oh, just the first couple days.
There's some serious contracting still going on there, and nursing helps it go faster. So,
honest to God, Flux, ovaries are stupid. I did it 6 times. It's the new baby smell.
Yeah,
you'll have all this, and you're like
intoxicating, and then it's like you just forget it all. You just forget it all until you want to tell younger women why they should be so scared.
And we take it for granted.
Okay. Well, with that background, if we can turn to the case of Emma Hernandez. Have you had the occasion to review Emma Hernandez's case?
I have.
Okay. And so what all have you reviewed in looking at her case?
Well, I think she had birth records. There were, I think my computer said there were some 800 pages of material. Some of it I wasn't very interested in. I went through quickly. She was constipated. She had an upper respiratory infection. She had the usual childhood complaints that a parent notices. And then there was, starting in, actually, her birth records were interesting because they were unusual.
Well, and so did you also have the occasion, so you reviewed the medical records, including the birth records, and then did you review her skeletal survey x-rays?
Oh, I did.
Okay. And and we pulled some out because
we did.
You preferred to have them on the posters and not just on the screen, right?
we selected a few of the 2,221 x-rays that were done on Emma.
Well, and just, did you have any concern about the number of x-rays that were performed on Emma?
I do.
Can you tell a little bit about that to the jury, please?
Well, every 2 years, I renew my licenses in a radiography, fluoroscopy, x-ray supervisor, and operator. And we're reminded that the correct number of x-rays for an infant is the least number that will give you information that is required. And just yesterday, there was a journal, the lead journal on the front page of the Journal of the American Medical Association said that CT scans done on the population in 2023 would likely result in a significantly increased risk of cancer for those patients. But those were adults.
Yeah,
an infant is far more sensitive.
I'm sorry, I was squalling out, but my mic was muted because he said 2,200 x-rays.
Yeah, they're going to go over those numbers because before I was allowed in the courtroom, Ryan Ralston, me, and my, at the time, 11-year-old son were out in the lobby, and we were going over x-rays and getting certain ones that we could get printed for this. And Dr. Bones here was questioning the number. So remember, she went in initially, right? Then she goes in 2 weeks later for the skeletal survey, a follow-up. So that's two.
Yes.
Then she has the CT. And then she goes back in with a rash on the bottom of her feet. But they do x-rays. And because they do that they have to do follow-up 2 weeks later.
Crazy.
Are they trying to create future cancer patients? Is that
What
like
do
what's
you think?
happening?
I
here?
truly believe
about
they
it.
gave her radiation poisoning. I think that's why she was throwing up as much as she was throwing up.
I wouldn't be
Okay,
shocked.
hear me out. Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be on the conspiracy bandwagon, but is there something going on with some type of unknown experimentation on babies that we don't know about, where they're trying to, we shoot them up with all the x-rays now. Let's figure out what happens in 20 years, and we're going to find out that this was a government op?
I mean, would
Nothing
you
would
put it
shock
past
me.
them?
No, I think
No.
it's even worse than that. I just think that they don't even think about it. They're just like, we
They
need
don't
to
care.
find evidence. They don't care. And if there are
But see-
side effects, it's not going to be apparent during their time.
But I
They're
don't-
just using it to find things. They're not even thinking about the risks, I don't
Well,
think.
and I hate to say
But
this, but SOA has a a whole cancer ward.
I
Children's
was gonna say, at this point, it's not even they don't care. This is beyond the point of like, oh, they just don't care about the effects. 2,000 x-rays on a baby? Are you fucking, like, that goes beyond just not caring about repercussions. That in my brain is like they're trying to test something.
It's
Yeah,
negligence
that's
for
like-
sure. I don't know. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, everybody knows about the Tuskegee experiment, right?
I was gonna
mean,
say,
At this
you know,
point, yeah. Well, but
that's one of the worst
if
things
we're
you've ever
going
heard.
that far, it does strike me as odd that right around a hospital with a child abuse, facility, they find all these cases of vitamin D deficiency and then don't decide to look at the source of this vitamin D deficiency, maybe parental counseling, prenatal counseling on good
Or
nutrition.
put out a
No.
public service announcement to
Yeah.
anyone who's pregnant. Make sure you're taking your extra vitamin D because something's going on around here. It's not going to hurt
Yeah.
them. So
Yeah.
why aren't they making it like?
Why aren't they being heroes?
Why
in
aren't they
this?
telling every obstetrician in town, start giving your patients a vitamin D and monitoring their vitamin D levels because there's something weird here.
I'm telling you, it's some type of experiment they're conducting. They're not telling us about, because at this point, this is not just. This can't be
I
the
don't
norm.
have conspiracy
This cannot
flux
be the
on my
norm.
card. I need conspiracy flux on my
We're
card.
at I have reached the point where I'm like, this is going beyond what
I agree. It is. It's
And the fact that no of their doctors said 2,000, I mean, every single doctor should have been like, this is who, where?
Somebody should have said stop.
Well, even the automated, like, because you know how they do a lot of this stuff, it's on the computers. Their warning system, their cyber health care system should say, why does this patient need another X-ray? This patient
I have
has
to
had
pee. I'll be right back. You guys can
like XYZ X-rays.
But remember the geneticist from TOA? Like, he was like, I'm not going to run any more genetic tests on this child. She's already had way too many. So we're worried about swabbing her mouth, which is completely non-invasive, not going to hurt Emma at all. But we're not worried about the countless x-rays.
And it's like, they keep track of how many times I buy Sudafed from Walgreens.
Yeah.
And you're telling me they can't also keep track of how much radiation poisoning they're giving to a baby? Like, that's
It's the same kind of thing where, I was going through the civil suit in the Lindsay Clancy case, and she had different doctors. The doctors weren't keeping up with what the other one was prescribing. And they're just throwing pills at it. When did medicine become just throw a pill at it? Because honestly, we're paying way too much in insurance for a 5-minute appointment.
That's what happened to Heath Ledger. It was an accidental OD because 2 different doctors were prescribing him different medications and not looking to see how they interacted, and he ended up ODing. And it's like, when does it become a doctor's responsibility to keep track of this shit? Because we as normal people, we don't know all of the, we don't know. I mean, granted, yes, we should do our
pharmacists too. Like, think about it. Whoever the pharmacy dropped the ball too. I mean, it's like a big mess.
See, and I'm grateful for the pharmacy that I go to. She always would oh, hey, how's it going? She's she knew the medication that I took, or if I ever got a new one, she's like, oh, don't forget to do this, this, and this, or she would give me instructions, and I'm like, why don't they all do this? Yeah. But it's just, this is insanity and beyond just negligence at this point, in my eyes.
All right, you may check off pee break on your bingo cards, and we move forward
to the effects of ionizing radiation than an adult is, and maybe as high as 10 times the sensitivity of an adult.
Wow.
And this case had more X-ray images done than any case I've ever seen.
Oh!
2,221 is what my computer said.
Wow.
A hand count said there were 2,210. But that's easily 100 times more X-rays and radiation than could be possibly justified.
Well, given that what's done is done, and at least we do have the x-rays, shall we turn to the x-rays that you saw and what you saw in those x-rays?
Okay.
So,
red flag. Yes,
red flag for the x-rays.
Red flag
Holy
has been
shit.
called.
And they have to put the babies in those little cage things. I mean, these are not easy.
The chat is asking why. Why? Because they couldn't prove that the parents were abusers, and they were desperately trying. And so they thought with the more x-rays they did, the more they'd be able to pin it on them, because they would find something. They were out looking for something to pin on these parents. I'm so pissed. My blood pressure meds are not working.
I'm showing you what's been marked as
something.
defense exhibit 5. We're skipping. We have more to put in. Could you, and perhaps would it be all right if you came down from the stand, Your Honor?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes.
JKD, get ready for screenshots. This is going to make excellent memeing.
Ignore the state.
I think
and
if I get any of them turned the wrong way, please turn them correctly.
Shoot, we need a tripod. We need something to stand it on.
He's showing the judge.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Oh, we're about to get a
So
lesson.
this is a
Oh,
lateral
we're so
X-ray
excited.
of the chest of an infant. And you can see there are some old balls that
Team balls.
failed healing. That's evidence by itself.
Team no
One
balls.
X-ray that this child had a nutritional deformity. We know statistically vitamin D is the most common, but you can see that in the center of this ball, it looks like a soap bubble. There's no bone at all. That's not normal healing. That's the kind of healing that you get
Oh, he's showing the judge.
when you have inadequate mineralization.
Are you
So
paying
one
attention?
I love
X-ray
that
would tell
so
you
much.
that this child had a deficiency.
Oh, so one X-ray would show you that this child had a deficiency. Just one X-ray, not 2,000. Okay, I'm calling it witness Rex state. Rex them. Oh
Yes.
my God.
I still can't cope with the 2,210 X-rays. I can't.
Yeah, that's.
I can't cope with it.
I just
Like,
Yeah, let's go with the lower
That-
number. I mean, his computer said 2,225, but let's go with the hand count, 2,210. That's still ridiculous. Like,
good Lord.
Yes, you can check off Megan's blood pressure pills are not working. Yes.
If you look
Let's
at the,
back up again. I
the
want to
one
see
X-ray
him.
would tell
I want to see him put it in the judge's
When-
face again.
that's the kind of healing that you get when you have inadequate mineralization. So one X-ray would tell you that this child had a deficiency. The ribs, if you look at the ribs, they all line up. There's no separation. There's no displacement.
The only thing that would have been better is if he had also gone to the prosecution table and pointed it out to her.
If only Mesner was there and he could have been like, here, Mesner.
Here, this is what you missed.
Oh my God.
So these
So
were
real quick,
originally
I looked it up. The average person in the United States gets 40 to 60 X-rays in their lifetime. In their lifetime, 40 to 60.
You're talking about mostly adults too, because in childhood you probably would only get a few of those for
Well,
mouth X-rays or
That's
if you broke something.
Yeah, it's also accounting for, it says approximately 30 to 40 of those are just dental X-rays from
Right.
going to the dentist.
Yeah, right.
But
cracked ribs. You can see that the ribs line up perfectly. So this isn't a fracture that's unstable. It required no treatment. And if she had had enough mineralization, nobody would have ever known because it's structurally insignificant. If you have a pencil with a hairline crack in it, it still works like a pencil.
Yep.
But if you have a pencil that's broken apart, like most of my trauma patients, those fractures require stabilization, and the impact is that it changes their structure. They're floppy. It's like there's no continuity. So there's a great difference between stable fractures that are metabolic from a hairline crack that's structurally insignificant and a trauma fracture.
Okay.
So this one X-ray shows that. The other thing that this shows that most people in America don't seem to remember is if you see the ends of the bones, you see how skinny the ribs are, and you see how the ends of it looks like a trumpet. You see how that's called flaring of the ribs. That's a clear sign of metabolic bone disease. It can
Showing the
happen
judge.
from a low phosphorus, which is usually genetic. It can happen from a low vitamin D, which is endemic. But we take that for granted because babies start getting sun exposure and they start getting fortified vitamin D, and this disappears, and this will heal, and nobody knows the difference
Nobody knows
unless
the
somebody starts taking X-rays and then confuses that with something that they believe.
Yep.
So this X-ray shows
Mic
failed
drop.
healing
Yes.
Trumpeting or flaring of the anterior rib.
Oh, he's showing everybody.
And that one X-ray alone would tell you that you should be doing some chemical tests, and the vitamin D level would not be a surprise when it came back at about half of the minimum requirement. If your car has a minimum amount of gas in it and you exceed that, it doesn't run.
This is why he's such a good teacher, because he then speaks to the idiots in the crowd like me, saying, you know how when you run out of gas? You know when you don't put gas in your car? Yep, I can relate. I have done that.
I just love how subtly petty he's being to the doctors not there. You know, for everyone in America who seems to have forgotten this basic fact of medicining.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love him.
And the phones show that.
All right, and so Dr. I'm showing you what's been marked as Defense Exhibit 6.
This is better seen after as a second to the first one.
All right. Then.
Okay, so what do y'all do with the poster boards after you're done? Because I want bone poster boards. Does he sign them for groupies?
Will he sign them? Oh my God. Jennifer, you need to find out where those boards are and if he will sign them and we can auction them off.
Yes. Oh, except that they're a baby's like actual bones, so we would have to
Well,
redact.
if the Hernandezes would let him do it.
Hernandez, everyone knows.
Could we add the Fiverr logo?
I was just gonna say you have to remove any personal identifiers, and then you can just label it modern art.
Yes.
True. Right. So we had them. Ryan went and had them printed like locally. So I need to ask.
Yes,
Find
but
out
we need
if
them
we
for
could
the
get him
Dr.
to
Bones
sign
groupies.
them. Dr. Bones.
And auction them for the fundraiser.
Yes.
Do we call ourselves the Bonettes? I don't know. I feel like
Love it.
we need to have a cool nickname because like K-pop fans have their own cool nickname. They're also scary and terrifying.
No, Sticky, I didn't show them. I need to show them that. So Sticky has actually had his he has one of those cool printers, the 3D printers. And he has made a little Dr. Bones figurines, which he's sending me. Check this out. He's sending me one of these.
That's amazing.
I think we should auction off one of these as well.
Yes, that would be awesome.
How cool are these?
That is just
doing it.
having a 3D printer would be so cool.
Oh,
Look
the
how
amount
cool
of
these are.
ridiculousness I would. It's a good thing I can't math.
I know. So we need to auction these off for the fundraiser as well, because I feel like this would be a hot ticket item. Yeah, but ask about the X-rays, because I think those would be great for him to sign, and we'll auction those off. That would be great.
And then we could send one to the DA's office.
We could send one what to the DA's office,
signed for your DA loved spending time in Georgia. Thanks a million, Dr. Bones.
For record purposes, I would also ask that he identify what part of the body, what child this is for the purpose of the record.
This is Defense Exhibit. I'm going to mark this as 6 and mark out the other one as 6. And just if you could identify the part of the body that we're looking at and the fact that this is Emma Hernandez's X-rays.
This is a right hip X-ray of an infant, and you can see that this.
Okay, wait. Is it me, or is the judge looking a little bit chastised on the bed?
Yeah, he was looking down.
Hey, by the way, Jonathan
think he
joined us.
likes it.
How you doing?
Hey, doing great.
Good to see you.
X-ray of an infant, and you can see that this is actually the cup. But you can see it looks like there's a gap. That's not a gap, that's cartilage, but that's invisible. All of the hip here is invisible because it's all cartilage, and the X-ray doesn't show that. At the bottom here is a growth plate. So the real bone comes down like this, and this is a growth center, And these little fragments of bone were called fractures.
Yes,
Those
I
are not
recall that.
fractures.
Oh,
Those are called, they like to call these metaphyseal lesions. This is a common finding when you have
he's
vitamin
pissed.
D deficiency.
He's pissed. I like how pissed you are, Dr. Bones. Stay angry because we're all pissed with you. And you should be angry. I love the conviction in his voice. I got to hear that again.
Those are not fractures. Those are called, they like to call these metaphyseal lesions. This is a common finding when you have vitamin D deficiency.
Look at him.
This
Sounds like mad.
is not out of place.
He's staring down that jury like, you better hear me. You better hear what I am saying to you because these people don't know what they're talking about. Yes,
No, and-
not a dumbass. I'm calling not a dumbass on the
And
bingo
it has to be
card.
maddening. Someone going around using your profession to spread this kind of ridiculousness.
Yeah.
When you spent your life going around helping people, whose biggest problem is, what am I going to eat? What am I going to feed my kids? And you have moron doctors out here, terrorizing families and giving x-rays in the tune of 2000s.
Remember, the orthopedic surgeon at CHOA said to wrap Emma in a soft splint, give her vitamin D, and send her home.
Yep.
I mean, that's the orthopedic surgeon, equivalent to Dr. Bones here.
Yeah, that's what
said to do.
Yep, and the orthopedic surgeon wasn't the one making allegations about
No,
child abuse. You recall?
Yeah.
I love this man.
Is the center of the growth area for the knee, for the top of the knee. Now, you could say, well, but this is separated. I think that's a fracture because this looks like bone, this looks like bone, and you could theoretically have a perfect crack right through the cartilage. And the only thing you would be able to tell is if it's displaced. But if it was in perfect position, you wouldn't be able to see the crack because it doesn't show up on x-ray. It's through the cartilage.
Interesting. Yeah, Denise, actual evidence. I think we could probably check off actual evidence.
I can tell. But if it was in perfect position, you wouldn't be able to see the crack because it doesn't show up on x-ray. It's through the cartilage. But I can tell you, I have known for 3 decades, the idea that these were fractures was wrong is because the next x-ray, it proved that this is not separated. It was never separated. And it's just a misunderstanding and a mischaracterization of that. Because here is what happened 2 weeks later.
Let me just go to the.
He's in full professorial mode, and he's not he's like, I know there's another, the one I need is over here. He's just going for it. Catherine,
Look at the judge. The judge is reaching out.
I know, look at the judge.
Because here is what happened 2 weeks later.
Let me just grab it for the. I just said that part. No, no worries.
She's like, no. No, come back.
You're like, you need to know what child this is. She must know who we're talking about. Remember?
That was
amazing. At 7.
Oh my God, I love him so much. Where's my
And if you can
picture?
identify
So this is 2 weeks later after Emily had some vitamin D.
Oh, he said Emily.
This is now mineralized bone because her bones were unable to work. They couldn't form bone because she didn't have enough mineralization.
Yeah, let the
Without
man
adequate
cook.
amounts of vitamin D, the hormone, you can't absorb enough calcium to do what your body needs. So it prioritizes life and the bones start sputtering. But this symmetrical thing in an infant that had no immobilization makes a fracture a ridiculous idea. It's
He was going for
completely
the
absurd.
R word. He was going for the hard other R word.
He he almost went retarded. Slip out is a
He was.
ridiculous idea. Oh my God! Listen, JKD says, "Dude, he is on fire." Dr.
Yes.
Bones never disappoints. Never. God, he's amazing. He's amazing. I have to go back. We have to go back.
Yes.
We have to go back. We have to see this again. This is too good.
So it prioritizes life, and the bone starts sputtering. But this symmetrical thing
JKD.
in an infant that had no immobilization makes a fracture a ridiculous idea. It's completely unsupportable.
The last time I saw him this worked up, he was beating the shit out of some German guy when they kidnapped his father. We're going back.
Holy shit.
We're going back.
Immobilization
Marion better have
makes
cookies
a
at home.
fracture a ridiculous idea. It's completely unsupportable.
Oh my God, someone needs to record
There's
this
no way.
and then send it to Messner. I mean, I'll do it.
Was Messner in the courtroom? Was he listening to this?
No, but I just want to, like, for his birthday, send him like a video. Like, if I had all the money, I would get one of those billboard trucks and just play it like around the town. Like, I'm a doctor. And then
His life partner is actually a radiologist at Emory, the sister.
Wait,
maybe we
Messner's?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if
So
his
I have
partner
a question.
Is,
Is he actually? I have a question. Is he actually married, or is he just one of those partnered up gays? Because there's nothing worse than a gay that fights for marriage and then refuses to get married.
Then refuses
that's all
to
we
do
wanted. Like, that's all we wanted, and now you don't want it. Like,
Now
come
you don't
on.
want it.
Non-committed
Fucking
gay.
commit.
nothing worse than a non-committed gay. You know,
Right?
hashtag
It's like,
Megan's
this is what we
homos.
fought for.
It's a ridiculous idea. Yes. Olaf, what's up? Olaf, this is Dr. Indiana Bones. You have never met a witness who's as good as this guy. He's a bone doctor, and he is destroying the state's case in this fake abuse case. Destroying it. Literally taking a bullwhip to it. He is just destroying it in every way possible. Oh, so good. It's so good. I love him.
You can have,
I love him so much.
if you were able to somehow use a drill and drill through the growth center of the cartilage, and then keep that in perfect position, theoretically, you could get this kind of perfect symmetrical.
JKD, you're killing me. Megan, you know those posters are in a crate in some government warehouse.
Next to the Ark.
Jennifer, you're going to have to go down to the warehouse and dig those out of the crate
gonna
because
do it.
they're worth some money. Okay, this is him, Dr. Indiana Bones and the Revenge of the Cunt.
Oh, it's
Here he
so
is.
good.
Here, look at the bow tie. It's his bow tie. Look at the bow tie.
Oh my gosh. It's so
Oh, it's
good.
so good. It's so good. Some legends never die. They just get older. In the Choa, I love it. In the Choa emergency room. I love how the furniture in Choa is covered in blood. Look.
Terrifying.
It's dirty and disgusting. Oh God. JKD, you are killing it today. You are absolutely
We
killing
should
it.
be able to use several of these and try and auction them off. Like try and print some of these things. I've already asked about the demonstratives, but that would be awesome.
Oh, the Messner outfit.
I don't want to be. I was going to say, I don't want to be a weirdo, but I would totally 100% frame x-rays and like put them in my house as art because that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
That
they
is
are
fucking
cool. And if you had Dr. Bones' signature on it, are you kidding?
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a very cool gift.
Absolutely.
If they're cool with doing it, we should do it.
Yeah.
Healing. But the problem with that is is that Emily was in a soft splint. A baby that's having its diaper changed and its leg moved. If this had ever been a fracture, this would be over here or over here. It would be displaced. It's impossible. So these two x-rays refute the idea that a metaphyseal lesion is a true fracture. It's not a fracture. It's a very serious misunderstanding of what the bone does.
Right.
God, I
Which
love
one
it.
do you want to have up?
Great.
Let's see. Let's look at.
Which one do you want next, says Catherine? Which one?
We're
I'm just
alligator-
all excited.
I know.
You know, I'm jealous of his grandkids.
Oh, right. Grandpa's got
jealous of his
great
grandkids.
stories. I know. Right?
Defendants Exhibit 8, can you describe for the jury what they are seeing?
This is an x-ray of the right foot.
Judge doesn't even look. He didn't even look
It
up.
was claimed that the whiteness or sclerotic bone that you see here,
Look at me leaning over like that's
See
going to
the
help. See it. I'm
increased density of the bone.
I do that all the time too,
This
where I'm
was
like,
claimed
huh?
as being
No.
a possible fracture. That's a known finding in vitamin D deficiency.
I thought he said that's a known fucking thing. I swear, I thought he was like, that's a known fucking thing in vitamin D deficiency. These fucking retards. Like,
I think we all heard that.
I was like, yay, Dr. Bones, welcome to the dark side. We have curse words.
Density of the bone. This was claimed as being a possible fracture. That's a known finding in vitamin D deficiency in children.
He's saying,
I can't. I love this man. I love him so much. Oh my goodness.
He's like, your doctors are
witness
stupid.
squalls out.
This was claimed as being a possible fracture. That's a known finding in vitamin D deficiency.
He did say
children.
finding, but just the way it came out, it just sounded like.
Oh my
He like
gosh.
stuttered when he said it, so it came out.
I can't even redo it. Let's hear it again.
Finding in vitamin D deficiency as being a possible fracture. That's a known finding in vitamin.
He laughed
starts
in the
laughing.
middle of it, finding. But
Yeah,
it's
'cause he just can't believe how stupid the doctors are.
He's laughing in the middle of it. I know you heard fucking, we did too, but he did say finding is what he said.
Vitamin D claimed as being a possible fracture. That's a known finding in vitamin D deficiency in children.
It's a great stutter though, whatever it was, because it really
It's
sounds
perfect.
Like drop the F-bomb.
Miracles like this don't happen every day.
Oh, so good. So good. You know what? I need to clip that. I need to clip that for the soundboard. Jennifer's crying.
It's so funny. Oh,
Crying.
that's all I can hear.
That's all I can hear.
Right?
Finding in vitamin D claimed as being a possible fracture. That's a known finding in vitamin D deficiency in children.
All I hear is
So,
it's a known
you'll see
fucking
in some-
finding.
I know.
When x-rays, that disappeared.
He would turn into Samuel L. Jackson,
And
Dr. Bones.
the records themselves.
Bones on a plane.
Safe fracture. One more motherfucking time.
You did how many mother effing x-rays?
Hey, room 26 one more time, motherfucker.
Themselves refuted that this child ever had a fracture that was significant. When she was seen on 6/10, the emergency room doctor, Rachel Krieger, said there was no pain. There was normal range of motion. There was no deformity. You can't have a fracture with no pain,
Thank you.
with no deformity, with no limitation. If you kick something with your little toe, you know that
I've
hurts.
done that.
You
Yes.
can't touch that without pain.
Yes. I have broken my little toe on an ironing board twice. Believe me, there is pain.
Yeah, no, I'd rather go through childbirth than break my little toe.
As a very active child from SoCal, where we like always ran around barefoot, I have broken every single one of my toes and fingers, like not at the same time, but over my life. The toes are the worst.
Oh, the toes.
The toes are the worst.
And the little baby toe? How does something so small make you so miserable?
It is hard to believe, but it can, and it does. Everyone loses their shit. Checked on my bingo card, says Emil. We should have had that. Everyone loses their shit. We are definitely not going. We're not going to be able to check off panel goes 2 minutes without screaming today.
No. Oh, shit.
You're not going to.
Indiana Bones Day is my favorite day.
I know.
It's always my favorite day.
Have normal range of motion. You're not going to have normal pain. You're not going to have normal range of motion. You're not going to have normal movement. So before any x-rays were done, it was obvious that there were no bone abnormalities that were significant. There were birth-related rib fractures, which I am sure those were birth-related because of my experience in finding x-rays that were taken at birth and then watching the slow impaired healing that takes place in vitamin D deficient infants. It's just what you saw here.
All right, which one would you like next as defense 9?
Let's see, let's look at the skull.
You know what? I'm calling unfucking real because the fact that they didn't know this and caused this family so much pain and trauma, unfucking real. You know, they should all lose their medical licenses for what they did. The doctors involved in this shit.
And those little girls who got taken away from the family they knew, this little baby. And then they went to go to family, and then the family started questioning things, and they take them from there. It's just no care is given to these little kids, and all in the name of saving them. It's so evil.
It's awful.
Just defensive.
Oh, Denise got bingo. Woo! Congratulations, Denise. You have won bingo today. And there's no prize that comes with that, but you get our never-ending, praise.
Yes.
And you get to start over if you want. Get yourself a new bingo card or go for double bingo or possibly a full card today.
Exhibit 9.
This is an x-ray of the skull. When I was in China, I learned about the importance of teeth. Because of the teeth that you see here, these have not erupted yet, so these are well within the gum, are poorly formed. They don't look like teeth.
This goes
They
beyond
look like
objection.
rings.
Objection. This goes beyond the scope of his expertise, Your Honor. He's not been tendered as an expert in dentistry.
Oh my God! Aren't teeth considered bones, part of the bone system? Aren't they considered part of the skeletal system?
Yes.
Teeth?
And especially
absolutely.
Okay, well then, what the fuck?
It's because the demineralization of the teeth is a finding of the vitamin D deficiency, but he has every right to opine on it because he was, made an expert in bone metabolism.
I like how he turns immediately to the judge and is staring the judge down, waiting for this decision.
What's he gonna do?
And this is where the prosecutor's mother starts screaming at her, where she says, if you were a doctor, you would know that teeth and bones are the same thing.
Yes.
But you went to be a lawyer instead of a doctor, and I'm still disappointed in you.
Yes.
That's what
This
her
is why
mom
we love
was
your
For
engineer
fuck's
brother
sake,
better.
because for fuck's sake, at that objection. Okay, this is stupid. Let's hear what the judge is going to do. I can't wait.
Doesn't need to be tendered as an expert in dentistry to be able to comment on skull x-rays and the eruption of teeth, which are made of the same minerals as bones.
That's on, she just testified to that. He never said that.
Slate Foundation.
Certainly. Can you tell us a little bit about why teeth are so...
Oh, she needs a fifth grade level class on why teeth are like bones.
I love that she's like, the lawyer is testifying and she's not a doctor. Like she couldn't just act like she's not just going to turn around and ask Dr. Bones, why are teeth like bones? And he's going to be like, well, for the morons in the room. I would love him to just stare the prosecutor down when he's explaining.
Yes, that would actually be perfect.
Marie got bingo. Congratulations, Marie, on your bingo. Are you going to go for double bingo? Are you going to go for an X? Are you going to go for a full card next? We'll see. We'll see. Congratulations, Marie, on your bingo.
So important in here, but before we look at this, can you tell us a little bit about why teeth are related to bones and why you look at them as an orthopedic surgeon?
Yes. You know that the heart starts beating at the 6th week. The clavicle starts getting minerals the 7th week. And the primary teeth are formed and they're being mineralized between the 16th and 24th week of in utero life. That's important. That's a small amount of calcium and phosphorus that's required. But if you don't have enough to fully mineralize and form the teeth, which these are ideal examples of, you can't possibly have enough mineralization to have normal bone growth, development, and function. So the teeth are critically important, but almost nobody looks at those. But these are classic by description. They're hollow, they're shell-like, and they don't look like teeth.
He's testifying.
You can see the molars especially.
Yeah, he's doing it anyway.
The faintest outline.
I love this man. Just do it. YOLO.
What should they look like? They should look like white, hard
At this
teeth.
point,
There's
we
a
need to
little
have
bit of
ignored objections
Yes,
at the
I
bingo
love it.
because there's been there's been a handful where she makes an objection and everybody just carries on because it was stupid.
Yes.
And this is one of those times where she made an objection, but we all just carried on
We
because
just
it was
kept going
stupid.
anyway.
on one of
Yeah.
the front teeth. But if you see the other teeth, and if you look at the mother's
She would.
The DA doesn't find out about his fear of snakes. She'll exploit that.
Yeah, but when she tries to do the fancy knife thing, he has a force multiplier. So
It's just rats, Dad.
finger, you can see the difference in her bone versus the jawbone, which is incompletely formed and incompletely mineralized. There's no question. This child had a severe vitamin D deficiency.
All right. And which exhibit would you like next?
Oh, she
Doctor?
gave up. She just gave up. Yee gave
So
up.
what happened was the
Well,
objection.
yeah, I don't know. Is the judge even gonna like rule on the objection? We just no. We're just moving on.
Dr. Bones in the case of the missing objection.
And I'm going to show you what's been marked as Defense Exhibit 10.
So this is another x-ray taken a little later of the ribs. You can see the ribs are now healed. That big ball of failed healing because there wasn't mineralization. It was healed. It's gone. The ribs look perfect. And you can see that the effects of the
I have the same
trumpeting
laser pointer that he's got.
has remained. It will probably take a year before that's corrected, even in a rapidly going. So this shows the big flared ends of the rib. So the fracture repair took
Every time
priority
he looks at me in the
over
jury box.
correction of that deformity, as expected.
Okay. So which exhibit would you like next, Doctor?
Oh, Yi is just completely silent. So funny.
And so I'll mark this as Defense Exhibit 11. If you could explain to the jury what they are seeing in this X-ray.
This is an X-ray taken of the right leg.
I feel like he's going to ask us a question.
And again,
I don't know. the
it
answer.
shows the growth center that's cartilaginous. And the same is true here. And you can see a thin white line here. You can see it here as well, but not as distinctly. That's a sputtering of the healing process. The bone didn't have enough minerals, so it stopped. Then it started again. You can see a white line. So that's just exactly what you would expect. Also, there's some cupping of the distal end of the fibula. And look at the difference between the mineralization of the bone of an adult holding that leg.
I love that he shows
that
the
judge.
judge.
And then which one for Defense Exhibit 12?
All right. We are at the 2-hour mark. I think I am going to call it here because we're not going to get through all of his testimony. We got to save some goodness.
We got to
for-
enjoy
Yes.
it. Take our time, enjoy it, soak in it, bathe in it.
But we do have a special
Marinate.
surprise because Jennifer said she sent me a video of little Emma recently that she wanted to wanted us to share
You guys.
to see how good she's doing.
I'm
Let's
just so
see.
glad that they're together.
How
and
is she
happy
this
and healthy.
old?
I know.
I cannot take it. I cannot take
And
it. How
just for a little backstory for people who are not aware, Tucky and the girls are in Thailand.
right.
Matt is here trying to wrap up things here to get to Thailand. He actually has his ticket booked
Awesome.
a few weeks. So
Nice.
it's just a few weeks away.
Aw.
So that's just a little backstory. Emma misses her daddy. And this video is just the sweetest thing. I love it so much.
All right, here we go. Look how big she is.
Did she get to be so big? Oh my goodness.
I need daddy. Look, I need daddy. Help me run with the shark.
Daddy can help you run away from the shark?
Yes, mom.
Yeah.
I run away and then my daddy help me get out here.
Mm-hmm.
I know my daddy. I have to go shoot further. And then my daddy have come here. Help me, mom.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot. The shark gonna bite me again, mom.
The shark never bite you.
Oh, okay, mom.
Okay, Mom.
In the shoe, spit in water, it fish and
That's pretty much the cutest part of that. It
Aw,
goes on a
it's
little bit,
so
but
Oh, that's so
it's
cute.
just like I need my daddy to come and shoot
How
the
did
shit.
How did she get so big so fast?
crazy.
How old is she now?
3. She turned 3 in March.
Three.
Wow.
Aw.
She's gonna be. I mean, she's got long limbs for.
She
a
looks
little
so much like
kiddo.
her mom too. She
Yeah.
looks so much like Tucky. Oh my goodness, what a darling little girl! It's so good to see them doing so well.
Yes.
And God, I hope Matt's testimony is next. After Dr. Bones, it's Matt, I think.
Oh,
so we maybe he'll be around for that. I don't know if he wants to be around for that, but if he is, of course he is welcome. We would be happy to have him sit in for that. All right, everybody, make sure that you go to the Hernandez Family Give Send Go. And of course, when we do a fundraising stream, we will let you guys know. We'll do it at the end of this when we're finished with this trial. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 5. You see this here? It's the state's case being dropped into the recycle bin. Yes. Dr. Bones can always be counted on to destroy the state's case. So we will come back with this. I guess my plan is for this to either be Monday or Tuesday of next week. And that's going to depend on what goes on over the weekend. and what's happening here. What about you, Flux?
I was gonna say, so Sunday night is our D&D night,
right?
Monday
On Connor's channel, on Vice Baby's
Yes.
channel.
Yes.
Monday I would have to, if we did do streaming, I would have to leave by 4 because I get to go get Korean barbecue for my birthday.
Ooh, sounds good.
Fantastic.
Sounds
I'm
real
so
good.
excited.
Amazing. Wonderful. All right. So yes. So tune in on Sunday on Vice Baby's channel because we will be playing our first round, I guess, of D&D. I think we start for real. We did all the character selection. I haven't turned in my homework yet, though. I need to work on that today.
I need to redo my homework because I forgot the main point of the homework. Like I got several of the agenda pieces, but like the main thing, like what's the name of your town?
Oh, whoops.
Man, am I like just the nerd where I finished my homework like a 4-page essay the next day?
Yeah, you were really excited about it, I
bad.
think.
I was
I
like,
put
there
everything
you go,
off to the
Flux.
last minute. Poor Sticky's going to get mine on like Saturday night, probably. So.
That'll probably be when he gets Mrs. Flux's too. So
Okay, well, it's just the personality types you're dealing with here. I can't help it. I procrastinate on everything. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, let me check super tips. Let me make sure I didn't. Okay, we're good there. All right, everybody, you take care. Mo in the deep end. What do you got coming up? You got anything coming up?
We've got Friday, we've got the roundup, and it looks like there were some motions in the Lindsay Clancy case, and opening statements will be on Monday, so that'll be good. So we'll probably go over those motions tomorrow after weekly roundup, and then maybe dig more into the civil case or the civil lawsuit. It's 700 pages. It's going to take me a bit.
Gosh.
And I got really ragey around page 20, so.
That's not good. That's too soon.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of medical effery in that case.
Well, make sure that you guys get over to Mo in the Deep End and subscribe over there. Yes, chat, we are playing a D&D game. The first episode is on Flux's channel a couple Sundays ago. So head over if you want to catch up on, but it doesn't matter. You're not behind. You can always jump in on a D&D game. But we haven't even started yet. We were doing character selection and training us how to use the Roll20 site, which was painful.
Yeah, we were getting all of our stuff set up. So this Sunday is going to be the real adventure.
Yeah, what time are we doing? Is it 5 or 6 Eastern time? I don't remember. 6 o'clock Eastern time?
I cannot remember.
I don't remember.
Let's say
either.
6. If we say 6 enough, it'll become 6.
It's either 5 or 6. 5 or 6 Eastern time. I don't remember.
I cannot.
So anyway, just get on Vice Baby's channel and sign up for the stay tuned. And Jennifer, Jonathan, thank you so much for being here with us. We sure appreciate you and your time. And I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your afternoon. Everyone, go have fun. See ya.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to
we're trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.